Hey, so if you don't live here yet, but you found a house that you want to see and you're working with me, I can go do a few things. So today I'm going to run some recon, and that's how we find out how it looks based upon your needs, if it's going to work for you. So stay with me and I'll take you along for the ride too. Hey, have you ever wondered how to make an offer when you don't live here yet? What's going to happen? You don't want to lose the house? Well, today we're going to talk about that. So stay with me while we take you over to Hendersonville to look for my client in the couple of houses that she likes.
When driving I-65 north from downtown Nashville towards Hendersonville, it's about a 15-minute drive. We will also take Vietnam Veterans Parkway, and we will tour two different communities. The first is a more established and all-brick community with really nicely sized yards and adequate space between the homes. It is off of Vietnam Veterans Parkway, and it is a more established neighborhood. The price ranges are somewhere between the high fives and low 900s. So it is a nice gamut between the homes, ranges, and it is a more established community. The second is it's a newly developed community with community amenities such as a pool, and also has different phases. It's comprised more of brick, stone, and hardy as far as the construction, and the phases are more similarly built. You will have all of those types of homes, and it does have a new phase opening. So it is a larger community, also strategically placed very near the Indian Hills new development of commercial from your restaurants and shopping. So today we're looking at a house in Hendersonville in a great neighborhood. You do have the interstate behind you, but you have great houses right across the street too. It seems like you have a lot of space between the homes. 10 feet between, so 20 feet apart, 10 and 10, it looks like. We'll definitely talk about that, but wanted to just kind of show how close the interstate is. It's hard to get unless you get off the grid away from that. So just wanted to tell you that. And then behind me, we do have some fencing. You can see in this neighborhood, you've got the black fence. That is probably per the association to keep things similar. And we're gonna go inside and see this house. Okay, I'm gonna start from the front door. I have backed it out. This would be regular size. So I'm gonna back it out to give you a better view of the whole room. You have a nice foyer. I love the floors. You do have nice door, Roman shade. Dining room is nice and large. The case opening is pretty. The trim work is good. You have cove molding up here, which I think is nice. And you have good ample space for lots of furniture. A great room, which is very good size actually. I like it. You have the kitchen island. Whirlpool appliances, 50/50 sink. This is the Dallas white granite. Dark cabinets. There's molding at the top of the cabinets. I like that. I like a finished look. Subway tile. Fireplace is lovely. We'll come back to that. You have a good size nook or eat-in. I think that's nice. Towards the dining. Very pretty height. Cove molding trim. 7, 8, 9 foot ceilings. a good sized room. This house, we're looking at a second one, just coming in. It's got the full bath off the main, makes a great guest bath, and then the office. Absolutely coming in from the garage. Look at this kitchen, beautiful. Double ovens, gas, pretty backsplash, big dining area, great looking common area, and then the primary is on the main, so it's gorgeous. Accent walls, love this. One of my favorite parts about this one is that off the back it has privacy, perimeter lot. This is a great house. You can call me if you want to see this one. Some other things that I really like about this place, and one of them is that it has sidewalks. In particular, this particular home has in the community, but this particular one is at the end of a cul-de-sac. So perimeter lot, end of the cul-de-sac, good place. Okay, just to do a little recap of what we did today, we went to Hendersonville and we definitely looked at a couple of different properties, and one of them was in that 5 range, 550, which is the first one we saw, and it definitely is lived in, and both are existing homes, but the first one still has people living in it, and it is in a nice older neighborhood, and certainly has a lot to offer. A bigger yard, it has wonderful neighborhood feel. All the homes are the same because they were built in a certain time frame. All of the sections were taken down within the same basic 5-year plan or so, it seems, and so they're all very similar in construction, so that's important to note too. The second home we saw is in the first phase of a much bigger development, but it is done in sections that really look like separate phases, not just a sprawling group of, okay, these were built here at this time, and then the next one is, oh yeah, this is when they were built 5 years ago, and here's the new ones. You know, they're still architecturally very similar as well, but they are in groupings, and it offered a whole different aspect of a home for you. So that particular home was in the low 6s, and it was a perimeter lot. This particular one had a much smaller yard, but it was a perimeter lot, so there were no houses right behind it, and that can make a difference to you too, possibly, if that's something that you prefer. It also had, being a bigger community, had a clubhouse with a gym, has a pool, a community pool, and I think one of the second or third sections will also, in those phases, have their own community pool and event center and things like that. So 2 different types of offerings, definitely different prices, both in Hendersonville, and that's what we were covering today. So just if you're shopping online, if you are planning to come here and you've already made your decision that that's your neighborhood or that's your area around Nashville, then I can go and do what I did today, which is run some recon, absolutely film the homes, get my client all the pertinent information with respect to what their needs are, because that's what we did. We had our one-on-one discussion. We absolutely, you know, she's absolutely committed to me, and that's important. I mean, this is a very time-consuming day, but it's also the right thing to do. So when we really zero in, I can do these films, but when we zero in and focus on your family's needs, then we know exactly what we need to look for. And there's a lot to offer in lots of areas, but when it gets down to your family, your wants, and your needs, then we can hone in and get a little more strategic on that. So that's why we did this film. Thought we'd turn it into kind of a double day. Definitely want to keep that in mind when you are thinking about moving to the Nashville area. There's great areas all over Nashville that might fit your absolute family's,
diagram of what you want. So talk to me one-on-one, leave a comment down below. Feel free to reach out to me. I'm definitely looking forward to working with you, but that's what we did today. Hope you liked it. Stay tuned for the next one. Soaker tub, blooper. I love my bloopers. These windows, and we've had a blooper. How about that? Yes, logs for the fireplace. Hope you don't get drunk off this video.